Naming organic compounds in grade 11 using tricks. The first thing that you need to keep in mind is that a naming will be having a prefix, a word root, and a suffix. These three components should be compulsory when you name any compounds. Firstly, let's start with the word roots. What are word roots? Word roots are basically the number of carbons. They are meth, eth, prop, bute, pent, hex, hept, oct, non, and dec. The next thing that you need to look at is suffix. So what are the common suffixes? The common suffixes are ein, een, and ein. Ein is for single bonded, een is for double bonded compounds, and ein is for triple bonded compounds. Then at last we look at the prefixes. What are the prefixes? The prefixes are of two types. Number one being the branches. What are the branches? The branches are methyl and ethyl. Then we have halogens. The halogens commonly are fluorine and chlorine, having fluoro and chloro. Then at last nitro, which is NO2. So branches, halogens and nitro are the first part of the prefixes, and then we have cyclo. So when you form a word, if these are included, you should write these first. Then comes cyclo, then comes all the word roots, and then the suffixes. Let's take this question for an example. For this, we need to find the longest chain. What do you mean by the longest chain? The longest chain means the number of carbons together forming the longest line. So how many carbons are there in the straight chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8. So this is definitely the longest chain. Even if you take this, you won't get 8, nor this. So this is the longest chain. So the longest chain is 8 carbons. So what is the word root? Over here we know the word root for 8 carbons is oct. So the first thing that we need to write is oct. So oct. Then check if there are any double bonds or triple bonds. If there are no double bonds or triple bonds, then you can write octane. So we have completed the word root as well as the suffix. Then what do we have? When you look here, there is an ethyl group and there is a methyl group attached. So number the carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over here, in the third carbon, ethyl is attached, and in the sixth carbon, methyl is attached. We know that these both are prefixes. See, methyl and ethyl, they're branches, so they're the first priority. But then what should we write first? Should we write ethyl or should we write methyl? We should check that in the alphabetical order. E comes first and then comes M. So we write 3-ethyl, since it is in the third carbon, 3-ethyl. 6-methyl octane. I'll rewrite this. 3-ethyl. 6-methyl octane. This is how you do the nomenclature of organic compounds. If this video helped you to understand this concept very clearly, please like and subscribe to the channel and follow for more.